The last video was an absolute poo storm, and honestly, it is not something I wanted to upload, but I had to because it happened, so yes. Anyway, today what we're going to do is fix up our plane. I've currently connected it to the electricity to charge. We're then going to fly this thing back to our base, but not the one that we took off from. We're going to be landing it at the military base. We're then going to figure out if we can afford to do some stuff to our military ships. If we can, that would be great. If we can't, I guess that's okay too. We might need to go get some money some other way. But yeah, let's go ahead and just fix this up for right now, and then we'll fly home. There are lots of enemies in Stormworks, from Navy ships to helicopters armed with rockets, and even some tanks. It is our goal to eradicate those enemies from the world. Welcome to Stormworks Search and Destroy. Alright guys, I'm unplugging right now. There we go, shove it into there, and let's get ourselves into the air, and I guess back to our home base. It's kind of interesting going back here, because I haven't really been back here in a while, but let's go ahead and increase our throttle, do some zoomies, get ourselves into the air, and just fly straight down there. It actually won't take us very long to get there, so I'm okay with this. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and try and land, I guess, inside the hangar again. I've done this previously, so we should be able to just get it on the ground and park in there, and then we can return it to the workbench, which should be easy enough to do. There we go. We've parked. Oh, we've landed. Let's go ahead and return it to the workbench really quickly. Here we go. Bosh. Nice. Oh, would you look at that? We can actually afford it right now, which is pretty cool. Something that one of you guys said was to actually have a thingamabobby, a ballast tank in the back. And I would say that that does actually make a lot of sense, because then we'd lower it down and be able to sink the back of the ship to pull things onto it. That is a really good idea. The thing is, the back of our ship is already very low in the water, so I guess we could do that, but I don't know. I don't think I want to. I don't know. I'm not sure. Also, it's the point in the video where I want to ask you guys a question, so let me know what your favorite car brand is. I think one thing that I do want to do is actually shove a really big turret ring thingamabobby into here. I have no idea how this is going to work, but I want to shove it in there. So if we can delete like this row, I guess, this row right here. We're almost there. There we go. Right, shove this into here. I don't know how I feel about doing this, to be honest. It is what it is, but like, I don't know, it feels weird to be having a massive hole in the front of our ship. Something that I am going to do is try and round off the edges, just so it looks a little bit nicer, at least on the bottom bit for now. And then I might change that up in the future, but yeah, for now, let's just go and shove these guys onto here like this, and I'm going to shove that onto there like that, and we got a big circular platform thingamabobby at the front. The main reason I've added a hole to it is so that we can actually have ammunition stored below in case we need to lift it up into the turret. I have made it quite big though, so I'm not sure how that's going to go, but yeah, I think that'll work. The thing is, I don't really have very much money right now to actually add a gun system, so I don't think we're going to. Something that I do want to do though is actually add a mast onto the top of this thing to make it look a little bit nicer. Alright, let's do it. So I'm thinking we actually start out by going with one of these, just going forward slightly, just like that. I then want to add an actual block onto here, and I want to do this. So this is going to go up slightly, just like so. And then we're going to extend this a crazy amount into the sky like that. There we go. The thing is, off of each one of these, I would like to add either these guys or the smaller versions. In fact, let's just go with like 3 of those. That looks kind of interesting. We're also probably going to have a radar on this thing somewhere, so why not just have it right here at the front? It will look a little bit strange, but if I type in radar, I don't think we actually have it yet. So we can't really add it right now, but we're going to add something in its place just for when we do add it. So let's just go ahead and shove this guy under there, onto each of these sides, and then we'll shove these guys on, like this, and that's where the radar will go. Okay, we then need to sort out whatever's going on back here, so I'm going to shove this guy into there like that, and I would kind of like it to be supported, so we're going to just do this. Okay, realistically, I actually want to go across the bottom as well, so let's go ahead and do this, and I need this piece to go up there somewhere. I think the higher the tilt roll sensor, the more accurate it is, and the more stable we will be, so that being up there is great. We're then going to go ahead and add some lights. We are, of course, going to need some nav lights. So let's add one back here. I actually kind of want to put it there. So that one's going to go there. I'm going to shove this onto here. Very nice. That's the rear white one. We're then going to shove the other two right about here. And I'm going to attach that onto there like this. And I'm going to do this. Yeah. Bit weird, but I think it's going to work out. I wouldn't actually mind deleting this piece either. Shoving another one of those onto there. No, wait. Is it onto here? I don't know how this is going to work. Shove those guys onto there. That's fine. And I'm going to actually attach one of these guys. Probably a 1x2 onto there. Yeah, okay. We're then going to go ahead and color those, of course, because they need coloring. Right is green. Left is red. There we go. All right, beautiful. Nice. We're going to have to add some other lights somewhere as well. So let me go ahead and attach some more lights onto this. And then I think what we'll do is we'll fly from here up north, all the way up to here. We'll then actually travel with the boat over to this, and we'll rescue our plane. Because that's a lot of money sitting in the ocean right there. We need it. Okay, so instead of a ballast tank, I've decided that I'm just going to add a track system right here. From here, I don't know how I'm going to make it go backwards, but sure. We're going to add a weight onto that, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And I'm going to send this weight backwards like this. Seems a little bit weird for right now, but it will work. We're then going to go ahead and do this guy as well. Although that's not going to work at all. No. That won't work. What am I saying it'll work? It won't. We actually need to add a track to this. Right? So the bottom. There we go. We're going to send that all the way backwards to there. We're then going to add weight onto the side of this. So a weight block needs to go here. It then needs to be attached onto there. And delete this one. And I'm going to do this all the way backwards to here. And I don't know if I can send it over another one. I can't. Hopefully that's enough weight for us to transfer it, but I don't know if it is. Okay, so I'm going to spawn it in empty. Hopefully it does actually float, which it looks like it is doing. Very nice. We're then going to jump onto the boat, and I'm going to push this. I'm assuming that that has done its job, but I don't think it's lowered us down enough, has it? Nah, we're going to need more weight if we're going to do that. Although we are very close to the water. Let's say we push it back the other way. How far away from the water are we going to be? It's almost the same. Alright, well, you know what? Because it's almost the same, we aren't actually going to deal with that. We're not going to do it. So, that's fine. Anyway, let's go ahead and save this the way that it is. We're then going to grab our aircraft. We're going to fly our plane over to the other base. And then we will actually go from there. So, let's go ahead and do this and this. There we go. I'm actually going to overwrite the other save of this because more pontoons is more betterer. There we go. And we're just going to spawn in and fly. Let's do it. Alright, let's do it. Yes! Floor it into the sky. I do think it makes it a little bit more difficult to take off when we do that with the extra pontoons, but that's fine. Right, so we are heading over to Tonal Spy Cakes to do our job. Oh, apparently there's another siren going off, so we're going to be experiencing some sort of outer-worldly event. No, wait, that's not how it works. Anyway, let's go ahead and land. We're not going to worry about the siren. In fact, it seems to have gone away. And I'm just going to crash into the water. There we go, beautiful. Let's move ourselves a little bit more forward into the build area. Otherwise, we will have so many issues. And then I'm going to have to swim around, go up to the thingamabobby, bring that back in. And I guess before we do anything else, I'm going to see if our ship has enough diesel. Okay, so it was actually in the workbench. Very nice. So we can return that. Diesel? No. Right, we're going to do one trip. Oh, we can't. We kind of have to make it on the diesel that we have. I don't know how fuel efficient my ship is. But I'm going to go with not very. Especially not at this point. Because I would only be able to spend 2,500 on diesel. And that wouldn't really get us an awful lot of diesel anyway. So, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not sure. We are going to have to add loads of dials into here to make this work right. So, before we do anything, let's grab this. I'm actually going to cut it and move it forwards to, like, the edge. Sure. Going to paste that into there. I am actually going to move these. Just this piece and this piece. I'm going to cut it and flip it. There we go. And I'm actually going to have it this way around. There. Okay. Let's move it over to the side, paste it right there, and merge it together. Okay, so you might be wondering why I've done that. It's just so that we can see things a little bit better. This currently isn't even in the center. How have I managed to build it without the thing being in the middle? That's really weird. I might change this eventually into a helm, but for now this is okay. What we're going to do now is add some dials and just shove them straight into here. Now, I need to figure out which of these dials is going to be what, and what these dials are going to be. I'm going to put them like this. There we go. And I'm going to put one in the middle. So the one in the middle is going to be speed, because it always is. The one on the left side is going to be battery. There we go. The one on the right side is going to be fuel. Then we'll have... Oh, no, actually, no. No. This one's going to be fuel. This one's going to be battery. This one right here will be engine temp. And the other one will be engine RPS. Engine RPS. There we go. Just so that we actually know what's going on there. That's fine. Okay. I now need to connect all of these guys together, and we can go from there. Okay, so we got, what, 4,000 diesel, something like that. That is not an awful lot of diesel. Especially for a boat that hasn't been tested, is not very efficient. I'm going to assume it's going to be very inefficient. And clearly is not actually done. So, there's that. Let's just go ahead and start our engine. Let's throttle up. There we go, and let's go. Let's just go. Hopefully, it'll be efficient enough for us to get to where we need to go. And it'll be efficient enough for us to actually get back as well. I'm hoping. Here is to hoping. We just gotta get up here. Let's do this. 7.5 kilometers? I don't think we're gonna make it, but we're gonna try. You know, I was just thinking, a lot of you guys really don't like this ship, but I do. I think this looks sick. I don't know what it is, but a few people said extend the bow, a few people have said extend the stern. I still want it to be sort of like a small ship. I want it to be small. It was going to be smaller than it even is right now. I do clearly still need to add something to the back of this to sort this out. But what I have done is... I've added lights around the outsides, so obviously we've got spotlights around. One of them isn't working on the left. I can see that, actually. That one's not on, but that one is, so fortunately we still be able to see. I've also went down here and I've added a bed, so now we've got a bed if we need it. I'm actually going to go ahead and sleep through the night. Hopefully I won't die during the night, and hopefully there's no big waves, but... yeah, that seems good. And I've also added this, which is a hatch to downstairs in case we need to repair things. There is a welder right there, there is a fire extinguisher right here in case we need those. But hopefully we won't. Yeah. Anyway, we are 5.5 kilometers away. We have used 150 fuel, I think. I don't know what we started with. And yes, I haven't done the dials. A lot of people hate when I do this, but... it's alright. We'll sort it out when we get back. Our speed is 18 meters per second. And our engine temperature is 31. It is climbing, but I wouldn't say that that's climbing very fast. So, I think that's okay. I've done a boo-boo, and I know that I've done a boo-boo, and I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. I don't know if I can fix it from here. I'm almost certain I can, actually. I haven't brought a hose with us, and I also haven't brought an electrical cable. Now, I could go to Lighthouse OB, which is just there, and grab a hose from there, but I'm thinking... I don't know if this is a good idea. I'm thinking somewhere on the island there is a cable. I'm almost certain that there is a siren on there, and we can use that. Yeah. Don't think there's one here, is there? Don't think so. Yeah, we're just going to sail past this island. There is another siren going off. I am hearing it. I just don't know where it is. What it's telling us there is coming. Oh, I see it. It's a rogue wave. I can see it, look. It's just above this bit of the island. It's not going to be too much of an issue. As long as we get through these bridges first. Because if I get lifted up into a bridge, that would suck. But so far, so good. What's our fuel like? Our fuel is looking okay. Again, we are not very efficient. We can make it more efficient, but it's not something we need to deal with right now. Guys, I'm not sure what that is. There is something, like, bouncing across the ocean right there. I'm gonna try and catch it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch it. I don't even know if you guys can... Look, it's a crate. It is actually a crate. I'm gonna... Oh, on a rogue wave. That's what's happening. It's bouncing along the rogue wave. We're currently on the rogue wave ourselves. I don't know if I'll be able to catch this thing, but a crate is actually very, very useful to me right now because it gives us loads more money. And then we can buy more fuel and stuff like that. There's another crate bouncing along. Wait, no. It popped up and then it disappeared. Where'd it go? Is there a crate under the water or something back there? I don't know what that was. Something just bounced. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to catch this. I'm trying my best, but I feel like I am getting closer. The thing is, we are using a lot of fuel to just get a crate, and that's not great. I don't think I'm going to reach it. Oh! Oh! The rogue wave went away, and therefore I can just get it. Nice! Yeah, let's turn off the engine real quick. Run down here. I've jumped into the water. Grab it. Yes! 90 research points and 3.5 grand. Excellent. I was told to add ladders to the outside of this. I was. You did tell me. And I did not add ladders. And what am I struggling with? Just getting on the ship. Yeah. Should have listened. Never mind. Right. Okay, let's go. Throttle up again. Oh, wait, no. Throttle up is actually down, which is really weird, but there you go. I would like to go back sort of this direction and see if I can see whatever that thing... There was something else popped up, and I don't know what it was. It might have been another crate or a chest or something? I'm not sure. All I'm really seeing is fish, so let's just ignore that and continue. Has my plane been pushed away a little bit? It doesn't seem like it. It's still pretty close to the coast, but we do need to go over there first, grab a cable or a hose, either or, and then we can pull it on using our winches. Hopefully. Oh, we got a bit of another issue, actually. I've got no way of holding it down, because I don't have any magols on the ship deck or anything, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that that is fine. Probably. Maybe. Alright, let's go get our hose. Ooh, would you look at that? Yeah, so we can steal the cable from here and just go back. I was thinking that there might have been a hose in that thing, but I couldn't find one. Although there might be one somewhere, I'm not sure. I didn't have like a super big look. I just had a little bit of a look. Which is fine. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on board. I'm really pleased with the fact that this is so close to the actual water level. Which might seem like a really weird thing for you guys, but having to not lift things high to actually get them onto a boat is so good. It's so good. I might eventually add a bit of a crane onto this as well, but that'll be in the future. Right, let's attach the cable and jump into the water. Now, of course, there is a bit of an issue here. If I go to just pull this in straight away, we are not going to be able to do it right. Also, I'm struggling like crazy to attach this, but we did it. Okay. Woo! I'm dying, but we're going to be fine. All right, nice. Let's go ahead and jump back onto our boat. The thing is, if we can't put it onto the actual deck, that's fine. As long as we can just pull it home, which we should be able to do. So let's go ahead and just start pulling. There we go. We're going to start driving in the direction of home. It seems that pulling this behind us actually isn't causing the ship any issues. We're just pulling a plane around it, it's fine. That's amazing. Right, let's go ahead and set our course for back home. We'll just set it for here. And off we go. This is working out fine. I think one thing that I am going to do is slow it down a little bit. I'm then going to jump back here. And I need to get rid of this. I'm going to go ahead and winch in the middle winch. We're then going to hope that the plane goes onto the deck and not cause any issues, which it seems like it might be causing. Oh, I don't want any issues. The thing is, I don't want it to interact with the propeller and break it. Yeah, this ain't great. That is not great. I might just pull it the way that we've got it. It's fine. We'll get home like this. I'm sure it'll be okay. Okay, so I was just looking. I thought everything was going fine, but actually our battery power has drained massively. So we need to work on that situation. I guess adding a generator into this would be fine. So that's probably how we're gonna fix it, to be honest. Which actually is a very easy fix. We've already got the engine, so just need to add a generator. And we made it home. This was so much more simple than the previous video. Not gonna lie. That previous video was awful. It was the worst thing ever. I kind of wish I didn't upload it, but it is what it is. Right, let's go ahead and save this, make sure we've got it. We have returned with a plane, so let's go ahead and hopefully return that to the workbench too. There we go, and that leaves us with $61,533 dues, which actually is pretty good. Considering if we spawn in our boat now, we have 25,000 left over, not 2.5 like last time. Awesome. That's really, really cool. To finish up today, let's go ahead and get our car. We'll drive it up the hill, we'll get some more diesel, and then we'll have a little talk. Okay, so we're back in the car. This thing has been actually quite useful to us. Obviously, refueling and stuff is kind of important, and we're totally doing it. So let's go ahead and attach this onto here, attach it onto there. Let's go ahead and make sure it's pumping. It is. We're going to spend all of our money on this, and then we'll drive it back down. But yeah, I ended up adding a bed to the top of this trailer, because I needed to sleep through the night, and it worked out quite nicely, I would say. Alright, there we go. So, 3,700. We can actually return it to the workbench from here, which I completely forgot about. We still have 53,800 left, so we can still spawn in our ship. And now we've got more diesel, so we can actually go out in the ship. What we're obviously going to need to do next time is probably add some sort of cannon to the boat. And then we can probably use that to go out and capture some more bases. Obviously, we've captured this one now. I think the oil rig is kind of a useful one to capture soon as well. And then obviously the multiplayer island after that. But yeah, for now, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys very much for watching. We've finally rescued our plane. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.